Alright, so what did you think of the Odyssey?
I thought it was good, solid movie. I mean, obviously, story holds the test of time. It's pretty much the original story.
Is it what you thought it was going to be?
No, because I haven't read the book, so I didn't really know what to expect going in. I didn't know about the whole story with the suitors and the story with Odysseus' wife and child, and how they're trying to become the next king and replace Odysseus and take his power.
Kind of like overthrow him?
Not necessarily overthrow, but just take his power since he's not there. Not really overthrowing because he was gone for 20 years. I thought it had a lot of great scenes. I thought the combat, the fight scenes were really well choreographed and whatnot. And I thought kind of the stuff that we saw with the all the beasts and the witch in the house, I forget her name. Livy? No.
Cersei,
yes. I thought that was a very interesting scene. And also Christopher Nolan's use of practical effects was impressive. I
thought the pigs were CGI.
I did too, but in interviews definitely saw that a lot of it was just clay work, or even like the scene with the giants. They just used perspective and a lot of stunt doubles.
Yeah, the Cyclops was animatronic too.
Yeah, and for the close-up scenes they would use just a normal person in a bunch of costumes, or a bunch of makeup and stuff. Just impressive.
What did you think of the cast?
Big number, a lot of people. I thought it was impressive. I thought everyone did well, and it wasn't like too much. I thought it was just solid. Everyone did great, in my opinion. What do you think?
I thought the cast was good. I liked Odysseus.
I thought Matt Damon did very well.
I wish Agamemnon was in the movie more.
I do kind of get that, but it's kind of hard because Troy was more of a story.
Yeah, he died. Like, he's really just a side character.
And I like the idea that it was just, you're kind of seeing Odysseus' perspective of Agamemnon and just his presence.
I thought his armor was really cool. The costume.
His armor was very impressive.
It's one of my favorite costumes in the movie.
Yeah, no, for sure. Kind of like a Darth Vader-esque general leader.
And he was tall too, menacing.
Yeah, and it's surprising because the actor is more of a scrawny, not someone that you would expect. But I thought he carried him very well. And I really enjoyed it in the movie.
Yeah,
I thought it was a solid movie.
I didn't think the movie was too long. I know, like, going in, like, 3 hours.
Yeah,
but
you kind of think it's daunting, but it wasn't that bad.
I liked it a lot more than Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Personally.
I mean, it certainly had more action. I mean, Oppenheimer was more of a focus on biography. So, that was more of like a storytelling kind of historical stuff.
What didn't you like about the movie?
Kind of that Tom Holland's character was a little bit of a baby, and he couldn't really fight for himself. I thought John Bernthal's character was really cool, kind of like that uncle kind of character for Tom. I kind of wish we saw him a little bit more.
Yeah.
But his point was more for the story.
I liked how he set up the story when Tom went to visit him.
I thought it was also kind of cool that I kind of saw that and realized that we kind of see 3 different perspectives of how the Battle of Troy went. One is kind of the story that they hear, that everyone kind of hears, is that, the Greeks came in and beat the Trojans with this master class trick, And then you hear John Bernthal's where it's more, you hear the suffering, or not much the suffering, but what the warriors had to go through to make it happen. And then it becomes a blur once everyone's in Troy. And then you hear Matt Damon's at the end, where it's more of the pain. He realizes the amount of pain that he caused on people, and he used deception and what is represented as a peace offer, and he destroyed that, which is what kind of is why he's punished by the gods the entire movie. Why he is away from home for 20 years, because he disgraces the gods and their one rule and whatnot.
Yeah, agreed. I think that the gods, my interpretation is the gods also decided to punish him because he caused the death of Achilles through the Trojan horse. And Achilles was...
I'm not sure. I think Greek history is not very good, but I don't know if Achilles is necessarily loved by the gods in the story. Because it's more his mother. The reason why he's so special is because his mother was a god.
Yeah, that was kind of my interpretation with that.
But at the same time, I think with how he disgraces the prince, this is more coming from the movie, I don't know what the book said, but from Troy, when he kills the brother or the prince and then drags his body and he isn't very respectful in a sense. I think that's kind of when the gods are like, you're going too far, you're abusing your gift. And I can see that how Odysseus can be blamed because he encourages and manipulates Achilles to join them in the war. But at the same time, he does disgrace the temple where they do worship their gods. And I think that's another reason why why Achilles dies in Troy, is because he does, in a way, present the gods and disgrace them.
Speak up a little bit. That. But yeah, those are good points. What did you think of the horse? Did you like the horse?
I did. I think I liked it a lot more than Troy's horse, because it kind of, to me, symbolized more of a gift than how... And it also does kind of show the Greeks' talent for sculpting and craftsmanship. I think it definitely represents more of a gift from the gods or a peace offering than what Troy's did. Troy's just looked like a 2-year-old made it, in a sense. So I thought it was better.
I like the scenes where they showed the Achilles and Odysseus inside the horse.
Yeah.
As well, to show like what they had to go through,
what they had to experience,
what they had to endure. Was the Odyssey your favorite movie of the decade?
No.
Top 5?
Probably. You could argue that. I would say I would have to review it. I mean, that's hard. I think The Batman is my number 1 in the decade. So.
Endgame is also in there.
Endgame was 2019. Those are pre-2020.
Okay, yeah, this decade.
Yeah.
Sure. 2020 on.
2026. But yeah. No, I thought it was a solid movie.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. They had a lot of emotional scenes.
That too. There was that. I thought the siren scene was pretty strong and kind of showing what Odysseus is thinking and how, I guess, powerful they can kind of be, the sirens, how it's playing their weird desires. I thought that was really cool. How he's like, he purposely tied himself to the mast so that he could hear it, be able to experience that, even though it was so horrific, psychologically speaking. I thought it was cool.
Speak up a little bit still. What were the sirens?
The sirens were, they try and, I believe they try and kill men by attracting them with songs of their desires.
Oh, the mermaids, yeah.
They're not mermaids. Mermaids are harmless creatures. They're just humans with fish.
I thought that whole scene they were mermaids.
Different. No, they're more, sirens are trying to kill sailors. They use their abilities to attract them by playing out their desires to then kill them.
Yeah, I thought that was a powerful scene with Odysseus. Wasn't that part of what Cersei said too? The sirens would help explain where he had to go?
No, Cersei said that he had to go to
Hades
to learn what he has to do to get back home. He just told them, or she just told him that you would pass by the sirens and you would lose your men.
Saying that Odysseus has to listen while the rest of the men can't hear.
I don't remember.
I thought she said something like that. I could be wrong.
No, I just remember he said that he would plug their ears with wax so that they wouldn't fall to the songs.
I really like the action throughout the movie. I like the Battle of Troy scenes with the bows and arrows. The suspense of the gate opening.
Yeah, no, that was really well done.
The music, I really, really like the music of the whole movie.
No, the music was very well done. They used a lot of period, the time period music, like instruments, which was very, very cool.
Yeah, I liked how Christopher Nolan told the story. Pretty well polished. I thought the landscapes were really nice too of Troy.
No, I thought it was very well done overall.
I wish that he showed the Cyclops a little more and maybe developed the gods just a little more. We did get a decent amount of Hades.
Yeah, no, I thought that the representation was very well done.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, the use of, like, how Poseidon and Zeus were affecting their journey was also cool. And I thought it was perfect for its point that Athena makes is how, when Odysseus asked her why can't the gods communicate with us in ways that we understand, and she explains that who doesn't understand pain, or who doesn't understand the ocean or water and whatnot. I think that's a very powerful way of understanding your surroundings and how there's like more to them.
I kind of think Athena should have been in the movie a little more. She didn't have many scenes.
No, I think Zendaya only had like 3 minutes of screen time. I think that's fair. I mean, she isn't really guiding him, and it's more, I think Athena is more there as like his guilt, because she takes the form of a girl that was killed in Troy. So already we know it's taking place after he's not thinking about his actions in Troy. As he's on his way home, his focus is to get home to his family. And I think it's not until he's in exile, or he's with Calypso, that he's able to rethink about his actions, his past.
Would you choose to live on an island for eternity with a woman, or would you go through what Odysseus went through in 20 years of trying to get back home through all those obstacles and the gods to get back to your wife?
I think so. I think
Which one?
Odysseus, his journey that he takes. I think because he's not in love with Calypso. He's just there because of happenstance and he was brought to her and she nursed him. I think that's more of like a dreamland, and he's not happy. He wants to be with his wife, and it's shown.
Well, Calypso showed a lot of the time he was happy.
Yeah,
he was just
happy in the moment, but his mind was still elsewhere and still thinking of his wife and thinking of his man.
Right.
So I think that's more speaking to what he really wants, just because he's in a sense he's happy with what's going on around him doesn't mean that his mind, his desires, what he truly wants and feels is in somewhere else.
That was an interesting part of the movie, the flower.
Yeah. It's kind of
taking away his mind.
Like in Percy Jackson, they use the lotus flower when they're at the casino to dull the senses and make them stay. Which is, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a good analogy. Do you think the Odyssey actually happened?
No. I don't believe that Cyclops is really...
Well, even just the Trojan War. Like, there are Christians now that believe in God. Go to church every Sunday, but do you think the Trojan War actually happened?
That's a good question.
Swords and bows?
I don't know. I guess I would need to know more about history. About the history and time period of Greece and what happened and what was real. Because I believe that, I don't know. That would be a hard one. Because I don't know, I guess I also, with Troy, seeing it and seeing how Achilles dies, I thought he would instantly die when he's shot through the Achilles. But no, he still lived. I don't know. I don't know if I believe it happened. I don't think so. I feel like my gut reaction would be it didn't happen. There's a lot of the stuff that they explain, I wouldn't say.
What would you score the movie out of 10?
9 out of 10.
I'm at an 8.5. I really enjoyed it. What did you think of the climax when Odysseus returned?
I thought he was gonna die, and surprised. And when I thought that, I was kind of like, damn, that's I was pretty confident he would probably die.
They pulled the Batman.
They did pull
trilogy.
like a fake death.
Because then they showed him with his wife on the boat, and they were traveling while he was in Penelope's arms.
In her arms. Yeah. But no, I think
that's why I was pretty confused after the movie. I was like, did he die? Is this
no?
What do you just a daydream of them on the boat, them being happy, them living on?
And I don't know. I was surprised because he had arrows in his back, and I thought he was getting stabbed a lot.
I thought he took a spear to the gut.
And that's when I thought, he's gonna bleed out and die after killing all these guys. But no, I thought it was very very well done. And I thought his whole thing that he does with the bow, where he kind of warns his prey, is kind of cool as well. And how he uses that as well to remind his wife that he is alive.
Yeah, I thought that was a really powerful scene. I definitely got chills in the theater when I heard the bow ring.
No, that was cool. I was surprised to see Travis Scott.
Yeah, I was too. I was like, in a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah. It was surprised. It kind of makes sense because it opens with the story, and he's singing. I forget the clip where he kind of dives deeper into why he chose Travis Scott for that. I did think it was impressive.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the climax with the lightning in the background too while he was fighting everyone. That was my favorite scene in the movie.
No, I thought it was very powerful. For sure.
I thought Telemachus was going to die when he got stabbed.
Yeah, I was
as well.
Surprised. I thought he was bleeding.
I thought that was like just the end of the story. While I was watching it, I was like, okay, this is the ending. This is how Telemachus dies and Odysseus dies, and the story ends. But
no, they both somehow surprisingly make it out.
I thought that Christopher Nolan did a really great job with suspense during that climax of the movie, having everyone on the edge of their seat. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. The movie was kind of everything I thought it would be, you know?
No, it was...
I know our parents were pretty skeptical on the cast, but I thought the cast was pretty great.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought everyone did well. It was kind of overplaying their part.
I thought Matt Damon did a great job with Odysseus.
Yeah. No, I did really like his leadership that he kind of took on with his men. Showed his intelligence and his strategy.
Yeah, I like the scene when Odysseus came back as a beggar and talked with Penelope through the screen. I thought that was a very powerful scene as well. Between them and their relationship.
That was really good.
Again, I really love the costumes. Even the guards at Troy and the helmets they wore. Hades had an interesting costume.
Yeah, but I think that's also because he's more coming out from the underworld. And he's just taking on.
He was one of the only gods we really saw besides Athena.
Yeah.
We really didn't see much of them.
I think that kind of speaks to their role. They're not trying to intervene. They're not going to personally intervene with the conflicts of man, but they'll use their power, kind of demonstrate the gravity that they can kind of cause and the destruction that they can, their power. That was true.
And to leave Odysseus, and the gods also leaving Odysseus to endure and go through all that pain of all of his soldiers dying, his great army that won the Battle of Troy, and watching them suffer.
I think that's part of what his trial is. He has to kind of endure a little bit like what the Trojan people experienced. In the sense of losing everything, losing your way home, losing your home, losing your friends, and
losing your mind,
losing yourself.
Let me see what time we're at. Hopefully Dad didn't touch anything. Alright, 25 minutes.